Greetings all, and welcome back to Globbits Gaming Channel. Right then, first things first, shout out to all the guys that sent me replays in. I've had several hours of awesomeness from everybody. Thank you very much for sending them in. Now, little bit of a thing, I do watch every single replay that you send me. However, I have not got the time, the resources, the energy, or the inclination to make videos of all of them. It takes approximately 2 hours to make a video, within reason, to get it uploaded and edited and all that kind of stuff. So big thank you to all those guys that have sent one in. It does provide me a lot of entertainment to watch them. I'll do a little compilation in the next couple of days of some of the best, and some of the worst as well. Some of the moments that are absolutely crazy. What I want you to look at today, and the reason for uploading this video, is I'm going to show you a replay of me in this thing. The American Tier 7 Heavy tank, the daddy of Tier 7. Unquestionably the best tank in the game, tier for tier, Tier 7. Alright, I say that loosely. I personally think this is one of the best tanks in the game, if you play it right. So let's just have a quick look at it. Like I said, Tier 7 Heavy. Okay, this is the reason why I wanted to play World of Tanks. When I first watched a video of this vehicle, I liked the fact that it had ears. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to grind towards this tank. Initially, I wanted to play the Tiger. And I went through the German line, through the Panzer 38 NA, managed to survive that, Panzer 4, got to the Tiger, and to be perfectly honest, previously to the last patch, I thought it was garbage. I was expecting a lot more from Tigger than what is actually available at the moment. Now, the rate of fire increase on the Tiger has been welcome, but to be honest with you, it's still a bit ugh. Anyway, 1250 hit points. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's just have a quick look and compare it to others. Let's have a look at the IS. What's the IS's health? Pool as standard. Standard is the 1130, so I think it's 1230. So it's about right. Average Tier 7 Heavy. Weighs a fair bit. 66, well, maximum 60 tons, and my configuration was 65.2. Reasonably powerful engine, 800 horsepower. Doesn't exactly feel sluggish, and it will attain its 35 kilometers an hour posted speed limit. Traverse speed, not that great, because it's such a heavy vehicle, but 25's not bad. Hull armor, 121 millimeters at the front. Machine gun port is a weak point. The whole hull's a weak point, to be honest. If you think about the kind of guns, I mean, on an IS-7, it's 175 millimeters of penetration on the gun. Even a K1S can easily bang shells through this all day. You can take a few hits, but don't be relying on your hull armor. Now, what you need to be relying on is the big, fat turret. Now, this is the first American Heavy that really, truly does get you for a flavour for the American tanks as a whole. It's got 279 millimeters of frontal turret armour. Now that 279 millimeters is not including the gun mantlet, which is huge and thick. The turret's absolutely brutal. The only noticeable weak points are the hatch at the top and this triangular bit here, where I'm doing my thing. Now I'll show you an evidence of this in the game. A Tiger punches a hole straight through that upper triangular bit there. That is a notable weak point, and he does it from about 100 meters away, so kudos to the guy. 127 at the sides, but you point your freaking gun at them, so they're not going to see your sides. But if they do manage to catch your side, okay, the ammo rack, okay, and all that kind of good stuff. Your commander sits at the back here, you know, your gunner sits here. You know, you're going to have problems if they get to your side. And the rear of the turret is 100 mil, which is exactly the same as the hull. So, you know, it's not exactly a weak turret. It is the daddy of turrets. And also, as well, for those of you who don't know, these ears, laser rangefinders in real life, they're actually no hitboxes, which I believe one of my opponents actually shoots at in the game. Alright, shell, the gun. Not too shabby gun at all. 105 millimeters. Now, when you first start out in this tank, it depends which way you go. Oh, what am I doing? It depends which way you go. I would advise you wholeheartedly to do T2 medium, M2, M3 Lee, T1 heavy, M6, T29. Now, as you can see, I didn't do that. The reason why I say you need to do that is if you go the M6 route, you'll get this gun here, the 90mm M3 that is available in the M6. Now, I've got a bit of an admission to make here. I went through the jumbo. If you go through the jumbo, you don't get the 90mm. But what the Globbits did, and this is something that not many people know, I'm going to admit this to the world. Globbs went T2 medium, M2, M3 Lee, M4, M4 Easy 2, the jumbo. And then, in a moment of absolute lunacy, I ground the experience for the T29, and then like an absolute bellend, unlocked the T20 by mistake. I wrote a letter to Wargaming, pleading with them to refund my experience, and they didn't. So I had to use the T20. Now, thankfully, you can unlock it on the T20. So Glob's got away with it. But I would advise you to go straight up this line here, T1 Heavy M6, right? Because you do not want to be grinding, all right, the T29 90mm gun using the 76mm. But to be honest with you, it doesn't matter which way you go. Well, it does. You need to go M6. Now, what am I saying? You need to go M6. So this gun, you unlock it, 105mm, 5 rounds a minute. Not bad. 198mm of penetration. Now, that is not too shabby at all. The IS doesn't get that much penetration. But it only does 320 average, whereas the Russians get a little bit more alpha. But to be honest with you, it's more than adequate. Accuracy is not great. Don't get me wrong. It's useful. It's enough, but it's not great. Aiming time's pretty good though. You can get some serious DPM with this gun. Turret traverse 26mm. It's heavy tank. It's fine. The view range. Now this is the thing. It's got a 380 meter view range. Just to put this into perspective. Okay, the IS-3 at tier 8 has only got 350. Okay, what else have we got? The Tiger at tier 8 is only 10 meters further. Yeah, this is a very, very good view range. I don't use optics on it, and it's got 745 meter signal range. Standard set of consumables, 51 AP, 4 APCR, and 8 high explosive. Are you taking the... No, let's not do that. Let's go for a few less high explosive. And let's put some more skill rounds in there just in case. Yeah, 10 skill rounds is good. You can get in tier 9 games with this. If you face an E75, you need your extra pen. Okay, I've gone for enhanced gun lane drive to slow down the aiming time, rammer, and vents. Options, you can have a vert stab, but personally, actually, I don't know why in the name of all that's green and holy I haven't got a vert stab on there. Interesting. I'm saving up 600,000 gold, 600,000 credits then. This thing, I didn't realise this thing could have a vert stab. Wow, and I've just admitted to the whole of YouTube. What a dumbass. Okay, but anyway, who needs a vert stab? Okay, so crew skills, I've gone for 6th Sense for my commander. If you've got 6th Sense, yeah, take it. I don't care. And repairs for his 2nd skill. For the gunner, I've gone for snapshot and repairs. Increases aiming time during turret rotation. Haven't gone for Deadeye. Not really that arsed about damaging enemy modules. I just want to hit them. I don't know about Deadeye. From what I've read in the stats, it doesn't actually give you that much more of a percentage to damage modules. To be honest with you, unless I really do crunch some numbers and get somebody who's a lot more brainy than me to look at it, I ain't interested. Gone for clutch braking to increase my traverse speed and off-road driving. Alright, on my driver, just to try and get to the battle a bit quicker. Brady Wop's got sit awareness and repairs. My first loader's got repairs and firefighting. My second loader's got safe storage and repairs. So, absolutely brutal tank. I'm going to say this now. Whether you disagree, I don't care. There is always going to be somebody. This is the best tank, tier for tier, in the game. And I'm going to show you why. Okay, this is why. Right, it's an encounter battle on Lakeville. Now, this always ends up to me in a battle for the town. Now, for those of you who know about that town, there's a hill in that town that the church sits on, and I'm about to show you how to use it. Now, my initial thinking, looking at the team composition, they've got some Tigers, heavy tanks, very heavy tanks on their side. They've got 8, we've got 7. We have more tank destroyers, they've got mediums. It's pretty even, Stephen. I'm a bit concerned about the middle to start with. Now, normally I would take quite a high road, but I don't know what possessed me. I just thought, you know what, screw it. Let's just go the quick way into town. I want to be first into the town. I want to get to that hill and get the early spots off and hopefully shoot some fools. Now, one thing I was concerned about, and he didn't seem to pay much attention to me, was the enemy S51. Now, the S51 artillery piece, I've been one-shotted before in this thing. If the guy was the shot of the century, he basically hit my engine deck and my tank decided to come apart at the welds and basically spread itself across the map. Very high damaging gun, but since the nerf, not that great. So, early spots in the middle. Now, I make a mistake here. Somebody spots the ELC, and like an absolute idiot, I try and stop and try and get shots on him. Now, he's being an intelligent ELC, basically. He's hiding in that rock, and to be perfectly honest with you, I should not have stopped. Okay, what you need to concern yourself about when you're entering this town, then. I'm just going to pause, and well, when I get to the hill, I'll show you. This hill here. One thing I didn't mention in the review about this tank, and one thing that's not mentioned in the stats, is the amount of gun depression that the American tanks have got. Now, if any of you play American tanks, you'll understand what I mean by gun depression. If you don't, go and watch my M103 video. So, just going to zoom out. Now, what you don't want to do when you're in the village, okay, or the town, is you do not want to go past this line here. Because what tank destroyers tend to do is they'll camp at H4, and they can shoot down that road there that I'm looking at. If you take this point here, okay, up on this bit here, they can shoot you from there. I'll try and get a training video done where we can show you this. I've had a massive game in my E25 here, basically shooting the hell out of an IS up here. Now, I think one of our team IS, that chappie down there in C9, actually gets absolutely walloped there. I think the S51's pre-aiming. So what I've done here, I've taken a hull down position. I can't zoom out very far, but basically all they can see is my turret, and that's the key to the American tanks. You only want them to be able to see your turret. And I've slightly angled my armour, slightly offset, and I'm just waiting for somebody to turn up. I asked my TV up. Now, there's already a splash there. Somebody's did everyone see that? Somebody's already pre-shooting here, because they think that's where I am, because I'm capping. But they can't shoot me from there, so there's definitely a tank destroyer. I assume the Hellcat in H4. Okay, so, spot a Tiger. Plant a shot into the Tiger and back off. Been spotted. And he decides to run away. He's done the wise move there. I mean, who is that guy? Okay, he's their 51%. Okay, he's pretty good. So, taking a shot. Fantastic. Where did that hit me? Let's have a look. Okay, gun mantlet. There ain't no way is that Tiger getting through my gun mantlet. No chance. And another shot into the other Tiger. Spreading the love. Back off. Scared of the S51. Playing the whole damn game. Step back. You see the IS there? Absolutely spanked. That had to be artillery. That had to be artillery pre-aiming on that corner. Had to be. Penetration. The shot into the Tiger. Low damage roll. Now he penned me. He penetrated me in the turret. There you go. There's your weak spot right there. That's a weak spot. Kudos to that guy for hitting me there. Okay, so I'm looking behind me. Why? And there's that. Oh, lower glacis. Thank you very much. Always shoot lower glacis of a Tiger. You've got the chance. Now, I do not know for the life of me what hit me there, which is why I check. I don't know. It might have been an artillery splash, or it might have been the ELC AMX. I don't know. Still getting pinged. Not an issue. I come over a little bit too far here, hunting for a kill. I exposed myself to the Hellcat. Yeah, but I managed to bounce. And another bounce from the turret. Peeking over the top. Bounced. That was unlucky. That wasn't really that well angled either. I was quite surprised that bounced. When I say surprised, I was raging. That shouldn't have bounced. Now, I'll take a risky shot trying to go through there, and I get myself tracked. Now, for some reason, they shot me in the track, which means they can see my hull. But thankfully, it's nicely angled. But I'm starting to take damage now from these Tigers. They're starting to get on my case, as it were. Oh, there we go. Beautiful shot. And I'm bouncing. A Jagdpanther, reasonably good guns on those things. Waiting for the reload, and take another hit. Is that the side of the turret? Let's just check that. Sorry guys. Yeah, that was in the side, look. Presented the cheek of the turret. Still pinging off my gun mantlet. The side of the turret, the actual... I'm going to look on Tank Viewer, where the actual thicknesses of the armour actually are. We'll do that at the end. Panther, bings. Fantastic, there's kill number 1. I'm still working this ridge. Now, I am so surprised that the S51 hasn't fired at me yet. I'm sure he probably has. Now, this IS is going to present me a problem. Okay. No, he's not. Oh, There we go, easy kill on the Tiger. Bang! End execution. Now, it looks like this IS is flanking. Now, this changes things. This changes things. You cannot afford to get flanked in this tank. I have no help whatsoever. I'm basically alone here. ELC's gone flanking. I'm in a whole world of poo here. But for some reason, the IS doesn't push. Now, this guy behind me, I'm absolutely pooing my pants now. I'm between a rock and a hard place here. So I decided to turn my frontal armour to the immediate threat, because he looks like he's hanging around there. Let's take another peek through sniper view. No, he's not coming through. Now I jump out the cap circle, and it appears he's AFK. 310 easy damage, thank you very much. Now I'm so lucky here, but as they say, to have a good game, you need a little bit of luck and a little bit of stupidity from the enemy team. That's kill number 3. Oh, and here comes a Tiger. And artillery. You legend. You absolute legend. Cannot shout out high enough to that artillery piece there. That basically saved the game for me, I think. Because without him, I would have just got absolutely spread across the map. Now, we're gonna have a bit of a look at Mr. IS. See if I can get any damage on him from here. What a mistake that was. Had to use my repair kit there. I could not afford that Black Prince to get there. So now there's an ELC around the back of us. The Hetzer's basically doing nothing. The team's basically just getting lit up by this ELC. The valley looks okay though. The valley's secured. I'm in a whole world of shit here. So when your back's against the wall and you're in the shit, you may as well go for it. My general opinion is you're fucked anyway. You know, you're fucked anyway. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So you may as well try. And one thing about tactics, it's always a good tactic if it works. Take a risk here to go across. Now, massive risk on the fact that there might be somebody there, but that Hellcat that's been shooting at me in H4 is now engaged with the T29-2, so I'm pretty much open this side. There's a little bit of a dip thing here, sorry, a little thing of rubble here, where I think I might be able to get myself around. Been spotted, but managed to get a shot, and I've just flanked the IS. Now, this is where the reload comes in. Have I got a chance? I think, oh fuck. Again, SU-100, Saffron, you're a legend, son. Again, teams helped me out massively here. Now the Black Prince has come back, so what do? Cover my hull with an enemy tank. It doesn't necessarily have to be terrain that you use. You can use dead tanks. Now this guy is shooting the 7 bejesus out of my turret, but there ain't no way, as long as I keep myself pointed towards him, he can possibly penetrate. Now there, exactly there. They're shooting my ears. They're shooting my ears. That used to be previous to, oh god, way before I even played the game. It's prior 7.5. They are no longer a hitbox. They are not part of your tank. If they shoot them, it don't make no difference. No matter how much penetration they've got, it doesn't matter. He's done it again, hasn't he? Has he just done it again? Let's have a look. Yeah, no, he skimmed off the side there. Okay, fair enough. But I'm just brutalising this guy. This just isn't funny. He's come out sideways on. No, he's a Black Prince, for Christ's sake. Don't, guys, if you drive a Black Prince, don't fucking do that. Side scrape. You know, use those big fat tracks and that really heavy hull armour. Don't sit there sideways on. It's just an absolute gift. And what he's basically done now, he's given me another tank to hide behind, which is just amazing. Big thanks out to him. Now, Tiger P. Very strong from the front, but he's not looking at me. Not a drama. I don't know what I did there. Apparently my gun couldn't even penetrate a phone box. But never mind, we digress. Now he's looking at me. I can't afford to get shot by him. I'm on bingo health. I'm a one shot. I'll let the friendlies absolutely brutalise him. That was a mistake. I was too busy hunting for damage. Okay, so well played to him. Just going to watch the end of the battle now. In fact, let's fast forward the end of the battle. Basically, we win by destroying the enemy, which is awesome. Okay. Drum roll, please. Drum roll. This was a game that basically I did on my own, without much thinking. It's 20 to 1 in the morning. I had no real sort of like implication of the game. I'm basically at the end of a really shitty losing streak, and I go and do that. Okay. Alright then, back to the reason why I wanted to show you this video. This is my stats for my T29. I've played 323 games in this tank, and I've got a 59% win ratio. My average experience is 866. Now you notice that there mastery badge. That was how long it took to get it. 323 games to get my mastery badge in the T29, with an average experience of 866. Now, I've wanted this mastery badge for so long. For so long I've been trying to get it. But this is the reason why I believe, and I reinforce my argument, that this is one of the best tanks tier for tier in the game. The simple reason is it's so bloody hard to get it. So let's just have a quick look at what you actually need to get your mastery badge in your T29. So this is what the T29 mastery badge game looks like. For times 3, 8,277 experience, 76,000 credits with 100,000 for a mission. You need to do 5,026 damage, killing 4 enemies and getting a base experience of 1,725. That's a base experience, ladies and gentlemen. Right? I think that's nearly one of the highest I've ever achieved. And that's what you need to do to get a mastery badge in a T29. And to be honest with you, it's not really that much of a remarkable game if you look at the kill score. But it ain't the kills. And this is something that I agree wholeheartedly with other YouTubers, especially one called Jingles. There is no such thing as kill stealing in World of Tanks. Okay, I don't care. You can take all the kills you want. All it'll stop you getting is frickin' badges. To win games, you need to do damage. And damage alone. 5,000 damage. Yeah. Had to work for it though. I got 6,290 potential damage received. Now, why on earth I didn't get a steel wall? Oh no, you have to survive to get the steel wall. Okay, yeah, I got blown to pieces. I got blown to bits, but 6,290 damage. 22 shots fired, 18 hits, and 17 penetrations. That's about average American tank gun. Received 27 hits, 7 penetrated, 7 didn't. Happy days are here again. Okay. Back to the garage quickly then, just to finish off. So, finally got his mastery badge. Globbs can go to bed a happy, happy soul. I'm glad I did the old girl justice. I can't emphasize enough how much I absolutely adore this tank. I'm going to start playing more games in it. Tier 8, Tier 7. Tier 8's a bit garbage, but Tier 7, you don't see Tier 10s. It's just such a nice tier to play. So, best tank tier for tier in the game, if you agree, in the comment section below. Keep sending in your replays. I will show some, but not all. There have to be something that's special, but I will make you this promise right now. If you send me a replay, I will watch it. I will watch it. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to make the video cut. Catch you later, guys. Bye now.